Hey folks, Carnivore Grandpa here. I'd like to talk about your risk of a heart attack today. If any of you are around my age, in the 50s and 60s, you might remember a show called Sanford and Sons. I think it might still be playing on some of the channels there that play the oldies and goldies, where Fred Sanford would grab his chest and say, "Oh, it's a big one. I'm coming, Elizabeth." And you know, every time something went wrong, it was the big one. He was having a heart attack, and so I'd like to kind of touch on that because it is a big topic. It's a big killer in our society and in Western civilization. Heart attacks, ranks up there number one. There is one that's even bigger than that, and nobody talks about it, and that's mistakes by medical professionals. So kills more people than heart attacks each year. So I'd like to state 5 things that will tell you whether you are at risk of a heart attack. And if you have any of these 3, it means you need to do something right away because you're in serious danger. Number 1 is your waist to height ratio. I talked about this in the previous video where you measure at your belly button. And if that is more than half of your height, then you have too much fat in your stomach, in your internal around your internal organs, and that could be a danger. If your fasting blood glucose level is above 100, that's another one. Actually, there's another test which is your hemoglobin A1C. If you go into your doctor to get blood work done, say on your annual physical, if you're an old guy like me, instead of just a fasting blood glucose, I know I had to request a hemoglobin A1C. I think it should be done automatically, but it's not. Some doctors won't automatically do it. And that gives you your average sugar, your blood sugar content. Instead of just a fasting glucose, it gives you your glucose content over an average over 3 months. Because you can fast and get rid of the glucose in your blood. Some people can do that pretty easily, but A1C, it won't lie. It'll tell you whether you're at risk for type 2 diabetes and therefore a heart attack. So you have waist to height ratio, fasting blood glucose over 100, your BP is over 130 over 85, 130 over 85 or above. Your HDL cholesterol is below 40 for men and below 50 for women. If you have any 3 of those 5, you need to do something right away. You need to change your lifestyle. Other things add to that, smoking, stress, but these are the 3 big ones, or the 5 big ones. And if you have any of the 3, then you need to do something about it. What you won't see on there is a high LDL. Shocking, eh? Because they're always talking about our cholesterol. Oh, your cholesterol's out of whack. Oh, you have high LDLs. Oh, if you have high triglycerides, that's a problem. Because the triglycerides are it's like sugar in your blood. You need to do something about that. But see, our cholesterol levels don't even come into the mix on the 5 biggest things that will lead to a heart attack. These are all metabolic syndrome due to insulin resistance, due to high carbohydrates. So if you have 3 of these 5, you need to seriously think about going on a low carb, high fat diet or a ketogenic diet. There's a difference. Low carb, high fat is anything under 50 carbs. Ketogenic diet is anything under maybe 25 if you're looking at it for weight loss. If you have the waist to height ratio, if you're looking at it for weight loss, I'd suggest under 20. Or you could go carnivore, which is basically a 0 carb diet, which is what I'm on. So that's it in a nutshell for your heart. I'll be linking stuff below in the video, below the video for you if you want to go into a little more in depth, maybe some books, or I posted previously some cardiologists. That's really good. They're really good. I'd go rewatch them or watch them if you didn't see it, and I'll repost them below as well. Yeah, that's it. If you have 3 of these 5, get yourself into the doc and do something about it. Change your way of life. All right. Thanks, folks. Bye.